Africa was once populated by hundreds of thousands of rhinoceroses, but today the species is almost extinct. Africa's national parks have had to ramp up security because increasingly poachers are heavily armed. Wildlife preservation is turning into a war. These rangers in South Africa's Kruger National Park don't want to be recognised out of concern for their family's safety.
Rangers, we used to focus more on environmental stuff, and with time it seemed to have been a switch of us being more military in some ways. Like you can see, I'm carrying a rifle.
When rangers manage to arrest poachers out hunting rhinos, they're sent to court. Most of them are young men.
They destroy their own lives. I mean, they get to go home after 10 or 20 or 30 years, leaving the family devastated with absolutely no income, because to the best of our knowledge, the crime bosses don't worry about the family.
The men, many of whom come from Mozambique, receive about $500 for a successful hunt. That's a lot for the impoverished people here. A desire for some kind of affluence leads these people to take risks they can barely begin to calculate. A lot of them spend their earnings in one weekend. Then they go back out hunting, till they eventually get caught. Lawyer Mike Nonyani often defends young poachers. Around 400 of them are tried in the court every year.
The syndicates or the dealers, they can approach anyone. Looking at their educational background and their reasoning capacity, they tell them there's a lot of money. They don't tell them about the risk involved. So I would say they are victims as such.
The real profits are made by the ivory smugglers, and Africa's wildlife is rapidly disappearing. If the killing continues, there'll be no more wild elephants and rhinoceroses left there by the middle of this century.